If you want to offer a loyalty club solution for small businesses without making it from scratch, BoomerangMe makes it easy. Let me jump right in and explain what BoomerangMe is and how it can impact your agency. So, BoomerangMe is a loyalty club solution that really does a great job serving the small service-based business industry, but don't be deceived because it can actually work quite well for larger franchises as well. So this could really open up opportunities for you if you enjoy going after big ticket and big man to get that big sale. So let me hop right in there and kind of tell you about that. So we're all a little bit familiar with loyalty clubs. Mostly, if we haven't seen them in the digital form, we've seen them in those little paper punch cards, right? It's just an encouragement to get customers to come back to that establishment, whatever that may be. It could be a restaurant, it could be a salon, it could be a handyman service, a car cleaning service. It could be a gamut of things, okay? Even into the retail space. And so having an incentive to return there has strategically been proven that people get very motivated by this. We love games, right? And we love to be rewarded. It's natural human instinct. And that's why it works so well. So it helps the business to actually retain their customers. Well, you may or may not know this, but it is significantly less expensive for the business to get their current customers to come back more frequently than it is to try and go out and get new customers to come in and then get them to come in more frequently, right? Like it is astronomically less expensive. In addition to that, their current customers are more likely to spread the word about them and a whole bunch of other things. So there's a lot of benefits to local businesses to want and need this service. But for the most part, this type, the quality that BoomerangMe actually offers of service is usually like only available for like big corporations. So it's typically not available for smaller companies. And so they go without anything, right? They are using the crappy paper punch cards or whatever's included with their POS system. This way outperforms that POS system stuff because of many reasons. And I'll hop into some of those during this call. So that's really the core basis of the BoomerangMe service. But let me kind of top level, because I'm going to have other videos that also cover this content in more detail. But loyalty clubs, I always tell my customer, is the foundation of what BoomerangMe's platform actually does for them. It is the eye candy, okay? Because really what it does is it grabs the attention of their customers, gets them to sign up with a little incentive, right? And of course, it naturally gets them to start to come back. But unlike other platforms and other tools, the BoomerangMe service actively goes out, taps people on the shoulder and says, hey, remember that business is just right around the corner. You almost drove past. Or, hey, we haven't seen you in a while. It's constantly at work and taking in information to track when was the last time they came in and adapting the messages that go out in response to that. In addition, geolocation. So if you are at the grocery store, you might send out an automatic message that says, hey, no one likes to cook dinner after shopping for groceries, stop by our restaurant or whatever the case may be, right? So there's lots of things like that that are automatically in place with the service. That means these are add-on services that you would be able to automatically enhance the loyalty club card to show them, hey, this is more than a digital version of a punch card. This card is going to actively work to get your customers to come back. So it is like, I love to see the owners of businesses light up when I show them that whole system. And they're like, now I understand it. Thank you so much for explaining this to me. So it's really exciting for them. And I love to sell it because it's a no-brainer. It really is. You can sell it at a price point that's profitable for you, yet accessible to most small businesses. So it really, really works well. I'm looking down at my little checklist. So one of the key elements and benefits of selling the BoomerangMe service is, look, if you are just getting the idea to maybe start your own business, this is for you. If you're already an established marketing agency, this is for you. For the people just getting started, you can legitimately just have this service, sell it, be profitable, and almost need to invest in nothing else. Then, if you're an established agency and you use other CRM platforms and things of that nature, this all integrates into it. So it's taking what you're currently doing and having success, and it's bringing it up quite a step up. So it's for both areas. So let's see and together what it is like to set this up, because I'm telling you, you could have this set up in one day and just be ready to start business and going out and selling the next day. So let's break that down together. Okay, so when you get signed up, so I have an affiliate link either in my YouTube description, or you can find it down in the description of this video. So you can actually get a 14-day free trial. Step through this with me right now. Like, go ahead and click on it. Sign up for free. Do the 14-day free trial and see what it's like. See if you can actually white label this sucker in just a day. So let's step through how we're going to do that. What exactly is needed? Make a list. What's needed to do this? And we'll get it going. Okay, so once we're logged in, we're just on the general dashboard. And then we're going to go click on settings. And everything right here is what you're going to do. So I always tell people, start with the business settings, like right in here. Like, this is where we're going to get, white labeling everything and getting it going. And some of these take a little bit of time to maybe sync with your domain name and things of that nature. So if we get through those little processes could happen while you're working on those top items. Pro tip for you. Okay, so agency information, this is all your personal contact information, right? So these are all your agency details. So we're talking about, and I'm not going to share it just because all of my details are on there, but it's legitimate. I mean, this is not complicated stuff. That's your name, your address, your phone number, your work, if you have a web page, it's your web page. If you have social media links, you're putting your social media links on there. This is primo basic-y stuff. Now I am going to click on it and open it up, and I'll just blur out the side of the page because as I'm talking, there are some items on the right-hand side of the page that you might find actually really helpful. So they like to encourage you to be very legal about things, right? So we want to protect you. And so in order to do so, we need to include things like terms and conditions. So when people click on the terms and conditions, they actually know what's happening with that. So anytime you're starting a company, these are legal documents that you're going to need regardless. So there's lots of different tools and things online that you can generate this for yourself. And it's a lot of, fill in the blank, answer questions, and it writes it for you. So look into that, or hire yourself a lawyer. Okay. And then, so terms of use, your privacy policy, if you want to include it in here, you can copy and paste it. If you have it on a web page, you can just direct it to that link. And then same with your subscription agreement. So subscriptions would be, for example, all of your sub accounts, it's working on a subscription basis. So you want to be able to display to them what they're agreeing to. That's very important. So you'll be able to put that information in there. And if you look, they really do help you. Okay. So there's a generate, you can actually look at what the preview looks like and all that fun jazz. Okay. So then we want to work on white labeling. This is the more fun part, right? This is making this system our own. And so we're going to work on that. So the very first step they're going to have you do is actually connect your domain name. Now, remember those two different segments? If you're a marketing agency, you probably have your domain name already up and live. You probably have a website designed and all of that fun jazz. This is no big deal for you because you can just, you'll probably are pretty familiar with these steps. But you're going to create, we all have those moments, right? It's called a subdomain. You're going to create a subdomain, and this is going to direct your customers into your BoomerangMe platform, white labeled for yourself. Make sure that you own your domain. So if you're in that first category where you're starting from ground up, go ahead and hop over to GoDaddy, pick yourself a name, make it, purchase it, become a business, right? But pop it in here and connect it. And there's detailed instructions on how to do this. And if you are like me and you're like, I'm not techie, these instructions are ruthlessly easy, like so simple. So you can do it too. It's literally just follow along. I will say that GoDaddy is very makes this process very easy as well. Okay. So once this is set up, then you can do the rest of these tabs right over to the right. And if I remember correct, you might get a prompt that says, wait a few hours or something like that. And remember those items up at the top on this last screen, just hop over there while that's doing its thing, right? And fill out those blanks. Like, it's so easy. It's no big deal. Okay. So connecting your domain. And now it's the fun stuff. It's making stuff pretty. It's uploading pictures and designing it. What does your logo look like? What do we want to present on that? Your favicon, the little picture that's up on the tab of your, when you're surfing the web, that's what that favicon is, in case you don't know. Your sign-in screen, what image are you going to have on that? So on your sign-in screen, you get to design this picture over to the left. Now I'm in the middle of rebranding from one name because that's a whole nother video. I'm in the middle of rebranding. I will make a video on that so nobody else makes this mistake for rebranding. So that's why I have two logos at the top. Give me a month and it'll just be one. But yes, we're moving over. So I just went into Canva and created this image and uploaded it. It's easy peasy. And then your pictures, right? So like, do you want to personalize these colors over here to fit your branding style? Do you like just the black look? It's all up to you. You also get to add your meta tags, the text on the cards. That is, so like on the punch cards and the loyalty card that's on the end user's phone, right? At the very bottom, right below either the QR code or that little barcode, there's a powered by X, right? Whatever your name is. And so you get to personalize that. Do you want it to say powered by in the name, or do you want whatever you want it to say? It can say down there, okay? But it will say that on all of the sub accounts. So know that, okay? All right. Once that's personalized, we're going to personalize the scanner app. So this will be your unique scanner app. It won't look like anybody else's, other than the general layout and the functionality of the situation, right? So the scanner app is how the business scans their customers' loyalty card. So that's pretty important. But what do you want that to look like? This is going to be seen by the business itself, and it will represent you. So you get to design and decide what that looks like and present that. Then remember, you may not know, BoomerangMe legitimately creates automatically for you a promo page. So the promo page, really making it so that, gosh, aside from needing to own your domain, you don't really have to have a web page, because this will reflect that. Like it will already be personalized to you. So again, you get to do all the colors. So let me show you what that promo page looks like, because it will be generated for you, like I said, automatically. So this is an example of what the promo page looked like. So everywhere that it says BoomerangMe or Boomerang, it would have your name and information, right? So your business name, your logo, and it would be personalized to your colors, because you're going to personalize it right over on the settings, right? So it has everything in here, like the example of the scanner app. And I love that it's, animated a little bit. This would be your logo here, showing all the integrations that the software has, even like the credibility, right? Because you're white labeling it, but it's the same software, so it has these established already credibilities, and so that in itself is also incredibly powerful. So yeah, that's automatically generated for you. So like I said, you don't even really have to have a website. And then the other settings are other things that you might want to have integrated to make your work easier, right? So two things that I would say that you are a must-have. I would say they're a must-have when you're setting it up to white label this. And that would be text messaging, because you're going to want notifications. You're going to want to be able to send out things. So you're going to want that. Consider that a must. That's an investment, right? So it's your data cost. It's not very expensive. And then you're going to need to set up an email system. So you're going to want to email out reminders and receipts and stuff like that. So here's the thing. There's two different email systems in here. And as you can tell on the screen, I chose this one because I didn't know better. I like that they allow you to have the choices, but pro tip here. So I was on a call with support, right? I've kind of become pals with some of the support people. And so we were just on a call talking about the optimal ways to set up Richie, which is their AI bot that helps to prospect for you. Oh, we'll get into that in just a minute. But Richie uses Mailgun. So as I'm moving over to this rebranding here in 2025, I plan on running Richie and utilizing this awesome tool. And I'm going to document that. So be on the lookout for that video. But don't make my mistake. Just go with the Mailgun. Just do it. Okay. But then you'll also integrate with Stripe so you can receive payments and all of these different ways that you could grow your business. Now, are these required? No, not at all. Stripe, I would say yes, because you need to be able to get paid somehow. So I would say yes for that one, especially if you're charging within the BoomerangMe platform and not going out there and charging someplace else. So yes, you would need that one. But all of these others, they're just icing on the cake. All right, but after that, you pretty much have white labeled the entire system. You will want to complete these up right up here. The plan is setting your own prices. You get to dictate your own pricing structure, how much you're going to pay. There's no regulations on that, so charge as much or as little as you want. You also get to personalize what's included with each package. You can turn off different packages. So by default, there's 3 different packages that can either be paid monthly, quarterly, or yearly. But you can toggle those off. I only offer one package. It's the premium package. I can charge a lot more for it. It's clean and to the point, and I make high sales because of that. So that's my personal preference, right? So you can totally hop in there and personalize that. Company information, this is how can Boomerang Me contact you. Integrations would be integrating with other services. So maybe you want to utilize Zapier. Maybe you want to add other services on top of the Boomerang Me platform. Well, if you do, you can actually integrate those items with BoomerangMe. It's incredible. So you would do so right in here, but that's not necessary. Like I said, if you're just getting off the ground running over here, you're not going to need that right away. Let's get some sales going, get some revenue in, and then if you want to expand, add stuff on. That's how I did it, and I got off the ground running. For 6 months. I had 10 clients. So I want to encourage you to just take what's here, apply your attention to selling it, get out there, get some revenue coming in, and then you can take a breath, because now you're making money. Then you can take a breath, add a couple of things on, and raise your prices as you go out. So that's my suggestion. But yeah, this is amazing, especially for the fact that you do not have to code anything. It's all just done for you. It's kind of spectacular.